Hello, 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 and welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, 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 and welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get comfortable. Let's get comfortable. You already know. Welcome back to the All In No Limits podcast, where it's me, your girl, your host, your motivator, your pusher, your best friend, your sister, Sharon Yvonne. Welcome back, beautiful people. Come on, come on. Everybody come on in. Come on in and take a seat. Let's get comfortable, okay? This is the All In No Limits podcast where you could come, where we raw, uncut, and real, and we get to the roots of things. We leave it all on the table because we came here to heal. We're not picking up no drama, no foolishness, no craziness. Because what? We living in our truth and we living in our freedom. Let's go. You hear me? So today, we're going to do things a little bit differently, okay? So today is going to be just me, Sharon Yvonne. And we're going to talk about self-love, self-care, and just getting back to you. I have a list of things, so you might see me looking at my phone at these lists of things that I wanted to go over because I really just don't want to miss out on some really cool points. However, what I would like for you to do is at any time, leave a comment, leave a message. If you want to add to the list of things that we talk about, please do. At the end of every episode, I'm going to leave a question, and that question is going to lead to our next topic of discussion. So if you have some input prior to the show, please leave it in the comments because I will be reading, I will be responding, and I might even air some of it on live because baby, what we came to do, we came to have a conversation. And what happens in conversation? Healing happens in conversations if you have it the right way. You hear me? So here we go. So today I want to talk about how to do things for yourself, how to do things for you, and not feel guilty about loving on you and investing in you and making you a priority. The reason why I'm so big on this is because I just strongly believe, and remember, whatever I believe is for me, it's not for you. And if you want it, you can have it, you can take it, you can use it, and I hope and pray that it works for you. But for me, I believe that taking care of you first puts you in the best position of your life to help take care of those people that you love. It is hard for us to help others when we have yet to help ourselves. Don't deplete yourself by giving everything you got to people that can't even fill you back up. And it's not that they don't want to fill you back up. It's not that they can't help fill you back up. But it's just that sometimes people make themselves a priority rather than you a priority. So that's why it's always important for us to make ourselves priority, right? So some of the things I want you guys to get used to doing or try. Because I know when it comes to, like, for instance, I say, take yourself out on a date. Some people find that really hard. I've had these conversations, and what I like to do is, prior to me talking about a certain topic or discussion, I always ask myself the question first, y'all. I'd be like, okay, Sharon, but I'm really good at doing things like this because it took me a long time to realize this, but a few years back, I was like, okay, you got to start investing in you. You got to start taking care of you because one thing I understand and know that is when you love and respect yourself, when you value yourself, those around you have no choice but to love, respect, and value. It's either they fall in line or they fall out completely out of line. And they're not a part of your circle. And that is okay. That is okay because you want to surround yourself with people that genuinely love you and genuinely respect you and genuinely want you to win. And if I want to see one of my brothers or sisters win, I'm going to always speak life into them. I'm going to always celebrate them. I'm going to always be their like biggest cheerleader. I believe in that. I support my people, okay? So, some of the things you can try, because I know this is hard for some people. You can try starting off like taking yourself on a walk. Maybe 5-10 minutes. Just go walking by yourself. No phone, no kids, no husbands, no wives, no friends. Just go by yourself. Take a walk and enjoy nature. The sun, the nice little breeze, the trees, the little animals that be walking around. Like, just enjoy it. Even if just Ease into that thing. You ain't got to go the extra mile like going on vacations by yourself yet. I mean, you will get there, but you don't have to do that just yet. But or try going to a coffee shop. And not the drive-through. Not the drive-through. Go to a coffee shop and just enjoy life. Get a cup of coffee, get a Danish or a muffin or anything you like, and sit down and just enjoy the atmosphere. Enjoy the soft music that's playing. Enjoy you. Write in your journal, read a book, and just enjoy that space and time to yourself. What I've come to realize is that when you do get that little bit of alone time, it is so important for you to take advantage of that, because so much of our day is filled with other things and other people, and we wear so many hats that we got so many things we have to do. At some point of every day, you have to take at least 5 minutes to just turn everything off. You turn everything off so that you can reset. You turn everything off so that you can regroup. You turn everything off so that you don't end up going crazy, because life be lifing, and people be peopling. And sometimes you have no control of your atmosphere. So sometimes you got to sit back, take a deep breath, and breathe. Oftentimes when you're trying to start a business, start a brand, do something big, go back to school, whatever it is you're trying to do, sometimes you are faced with so many obstacles, and those obstacles can be very discouraging. But one thing I believe is that when you believe in yourself, you can do absolutely anything. Like, absolutely anything. All you have to do is believe in yourself first. And I say that because, and you have to motivate yourself every day. This is an everyday task. You hear me? I write notes to myself. I write letters to myself. I write emails to myself. Today I wrote an email to myself. I kid you not. And the email said, Sharon, I believe in you. I believe in you. And that motivated me. Just me motivating myself. Because I'm like, yeah. And every time I have a hard day, I'm going to go back to read that. I believe in you. And when you believe in yourself, nothing can stop you. Nothing. You have to get to a point that you are so self-motivated and so self-inspired that nothing and no one can stop your grind. Nothing and no one can stop where you're trying to get to. Because, baby, you deserve to make it. If you don't do nothing else, you deserve to make it. You hear me? It's about building your self-esteem, building your confidence, and you're going to step into this place of bravery and boldness. And it's not for you to be like, oh, you think you're better than people, or oh, anything like that. But you should think that you are the best. You feel me? You should think that you are all that. You should think very highly of yourself, baby, because you are it. You are it. You are it. You are absolutely it. Do you understand me? Did I say you were it? You that girl. You that man. You that boss. You hear me? You that billionaire. You that trendsetter. You're that. You pump yourself up. It's okay to toot your own horn. It is okay. This is a lifestyle. You're supposed to be about yourself. In order to get there, you have to become comfortable with yourself. You have to be so comfortable with yourself that you can walk into any room, any party, any event, any social gathering by yourself. And you can walk in like you got all your girls standing with you. Why? Because it's who we are inside. Walk in that boldness, walk in that beauty, walk in that courage. That's what you need to do, baby girl. And you start off small. Starting off small, take a walk by yourself. Take a day or so away from social media. Like, just breathe. Just tap into you. Because honestly, I've witnessed so many people, so many beautiful people. Absolutely beautiful people. And when I say beautiful, I'm talking about the heart of these people, the mind of these people, the characteristics, like how they just care, how they're like. There's some really beautiful people in this world, and the sad part is they don't know how beautiful they are. They don't understand their beauty and how much of an asset they are to the world and to the people that they are in contact with and the people that they have encounters with. They don't understand the connection that they've created with so many people, and a lot of people are not giving up because of them. We don't understand how many people depend on our joy, how many people depend on our peace of mind and how we walk. We don't understand it. And I'm not telling you to do this because people are dependent on you. What I'm telling you is that oftentimes you don't see your value and you don't see your worth, but the people who truly love you will. And the people that truly love you will value you even before you learn to value yourself. Now, there's some, they're going to value you according to how you value. They're going to treat you according to how you treat you. But then there's going to be a few of us that can look past all of that and still love you the way that we see you, how God sees you, and how you should see yourself. So, today is about self-love. Today is about self-motivation. Today is about, avoid comparing yourself to other people. That's not how you find your beauty. That's not how you find your peace. And it's really not how you find your joy. Comparing you to anybody else is belittling you and that other person. There is no comparison. There is no point to compare. We are two different human beings made in the image of God, and we are beautiful, absolutely beautiful, the way that He created us. Do you understand me? Whatever you choose to do to enhance that beauty, or however you choose to live, that is up to you. But no matter what it is, don't compare it to anybody else. The only person I compare Sharon to is the old Sharon and the new Sharon, and who the Sharon about to become. Because there is no other Sharon. It's only me. There is no one in this world like me. There is no one in this world that I could be like, oh, I want to be like her. I want to be like him. I want to be like them. I just want to be the best version of me. And when you want to invest in the best version of yourself, you'll start to self-reflect, and not in a way to where you're tearing yourself down or you're looking at your flaws or you're looking at the things you need to improve. No, but you learn to love the person you are, and you decide like, ooh, I want to do this. I want to be better at this. Ooh, I want to stop doing this. Ooh, those are the ooh moments and the ah moments, like ooh. And the more you spend time with you, the more you figure out who you are. The more you start to experience things in life and you just allow yourself to be free in that, you learn the things that you do like and don't like. You learn new things. You be like, oh, I do like that. Oh, I do enjoy that. Oh, let me try this. It allows you to open up to be who you really are to be. And oftentimes, people don't know who they are. And it's not a bad thing. But you should get on the journey of figuring out who you are. And sometimes, in order to figure out who you are, you have to get away from the noise. You have to get away from the crowds. You have to get away from all of the social gatherings and the social media. And you have to get away because you need to hear and you need to see and you need to experience. And it's hard to really enjoy this life when you're always here and you're always surrounded by people. And I come to realize that oftentimes people don't know it, and they don't do it intentionally to hurt you or to come against you. But sometimes people monopolize your time. They monopolize your space and your capacity to be able to receive what they have to say. One thing one of my sisters told me one time, and it has stuck with me forever. It is like stuck. It's embedded in me. And I even asked the question when I'm talking to my friends now. One day, she needed to release some things that was on her heart and things that she was going through and dealing with in her own personal life. And this was the exact question she asked me. And from that moment, I started to use this because it made me appreciate her even more. She said, do you have the mental and the emotional capacity for me to unload? And I was like, whoa. Do you understand how many conversations we have endured when we ourselves did not have the capacity to receive it, to hold it, to even care for it as much as we should have? Do you understand how important it is for us to be aware of if we can handle a conversation? Not handle it, but if we are mentally and physically and emotionally stable to receive all of that. Because sometimes life be life, and we all go through things and we're all dealing with stuff. So for someone to have that much respect and that much humility and that much vulnerability to ask, are you available mentally? Are you available emotionally? Because what I'm about to unload is a lot. Ask your friends that before you decide to unload all your drama, all your business, all your cares, your fears, your everything. Before you unload all your relationship issues every day, before you talk about this guy, this same guy over and over again, before you talk about this woman over and over, ask your friends if you really care about the mental health of your friends. You would ask them, do you have the mental, physical, and emotional capacity for me to unload what I need? Because we all need someone that we can unload to. But there's a time and a place. Because there could be times where I don't want to talk. I don't want to be on the phone. I don't want to hear nothing. I keep to myself respectfully, not in a rude manner, but because I'm trying to recuperate. I'm trying to recover. I'm trying to build back up. I'm trying to be in a place where God can restore me, right? So in order for him to restore me, I have to shut the noise out. In order for me to get back to me, I have to sometimes not go to the social gatherings. And I can't be with the in crowd. And I can't be where everybody is because I need to work on me. There's nothing wrong with working on you. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be the best version of you so that when you go, when you have encounters with people, they have a great experience. This is a problem because oftentimes people are mean. I'm so sorry. People are mean. Have you ever met some mean people? I have met some mean people. And when I come across mean people, when I come across people who are a little snappy and rude, it makes me think now. You know, for instance, today, it wasn't supposed to be just me. As you can see, I have a guest seat here. It was supposed to be a guest today. However, life happens, right? But the show must go on. And instead of me being upset and angry and disappointed, because you go through all these emotional, it's grieving. I said, Sharon, you're not in a place for that. You don't even have room to be upset. You don't have room to hold a grudge. You don't have room for that because you're operating in joy. You're operating in peace. You're operating in happiness. So guess what? You are still here. There is still time. Do what you need to do and make it happen for you. This is why it is so important for you to invest in you, for you to build up your own confidence and build up you, because what you do for you matters. I know a lot of people, a lot of other people, you know, we got people out there that love for people to celebrate them. And trust me, I don't mind people celebrate me. But one thing that anybody can tell you, I am going to celebrate myself. I'm going to spoil myself right. And whatever it is Sharon needs, she's going to make sure she has. Whatever I need for my mental health, I'm going to take care of it. Whatever I need for my emotional healing, I'm going to take care of it. Because I am important. I need you to say right now, point to yourself and say, I am important. You are important. You are beautiful. You are special. Do you understand me? You are needed. You are wanted. Do you understand? I'm going to tell you that every time you tap in because I need you to remember that you are needed, you are wanted, you are beautiful. One of the things that I do that I love that's on my list that just stood out because I do it a lot is I take myself on dates. So for a single person who's not currently dating right now, I take myself on dates. And I do it intentionally. I'm very intentional about me. And I want you to become intentional about you. Like, I know people be like, well, I got kids and I got a husband or I got a fiance. I got this, I got that, I got that. I understand. I get it. And you mean the world to so many people. You really, really do. And that's a beautiful thing. However, if you do not take moments for you, you will not be the best version of you for them. For those of you who are single, take yourself on a date. Take yourself on a date. Take yourself on a date. How do you know what you like and don't like if you don't ever even spend time with yourself? How do you know if you even like you if you don't spend time with yourself? Get comfortable in your own skin. Like, there's nothing like being comfortable and confident in your own skin. Baby, who cares about the stretch marks? That's a story. Do you hear me? Who cares about the little pudges? I know somebody that's gonna like it. You hear me? Like, we sit and we and we critique ourselves so roughly, you know, and we compare ourselves to artificial things. And the truth of the matter is, we miss out on the beauty of who we are. Like, because we're too busy. That's why I tell you, don't compare yourself to social media. Don't compare yourself to your brother, your sister, your cousin, your homegirl, your best friend. Don't compare your life to theirs. We all have come along this road, different roads, different journeys to where we are. Like, we don't know everybody's story. You don't know what it took to get there. You don't know what it took to get here. I'm telling you, you don't know. But it was worth the journey. It was worth the process. It was worth the setting up everything by myself. It's worth me having to do hair and makeup by myself. It's worth me having to do wardrobe by myself, because one day, y'all hear me, y'all could quote me on this. One day, I'm gonna have my own production company. I ain't gonna have to do nothing but get in here and sit down. But baby, I'm telling you, the steps that it took me to have to learn, I had to learn so much. I had to learn so much. But I was determined to invest in me. You are worth investing in. You're worth every dime. You're worth every sleepless night. You're worth every grind. You're worth every to-do list. You are so worth it. You are so worth it. Don't ever doubt your worth. In fact, you keep adding to how much you are worth, because you're worth it. You're worth it. You're valuable. You mean so much. I know it's a lot, but I need you to understand that I don't see you, but I see you. I love seeing somebody that I don't know and telling them you are beautiful. And it's not because of their what they look like, because baby probably looking real good. And I tell them that outfit. I love seeing my sisters and brothers and be like, man, you're handsome. You're beautiful. It does, like, it gives me joy to tell somebody you're beautiful. I love your spirit. Or have y'all ever hugged a stranger? If you come in contact with the right stranger that have a good spirit, oh, you're going to want to touch them by any means necessary. I'm that stranger. If you see me, hug me, okay? Because I'm going to hug you right back. Real good, too. Real good. Now, I know some of you guys are not really nature people. You don't do hiking. I preferably don't like hiking. I mean, I hike, but it ain't like my first choice. I'm very athletic, right? I love sports. Anything sportsy, I'm probably going to want to do. But hiking has never been my thing. But I do know the beauty of being out in nature and the quietness. And it's not even quiet. It's really loud, but it's a calm loud. It's a cool, nice breeze loud. Like, go on a walk. Don't go somewhere where they ain't got trails, though, because we need to know where you are at all times, and we need to make sure you get back, because people be leaving and not coming back, and we don't want that, okay? But you gotta find what works for you. Go to the beach. One of my greatest experiences is when I go to the beach, y'all. And my favorite beach is Manhattan. So if you ever looking for me and y'all probably can't find me and my phone not with me, I'm probably at that beach, sitting on my favorite bench, writing in my journal, because that's what I enjoy doing the most. And hearing that water, like, it's just so peaceful. And people walking by saying hi, because it's weird, because they like, this girl sitting here by herself writing in her journal and she's just happy. I am. And when I write, I'm smiling because I'm getting so much of me out. And it's a blessing when you have a way to have an outlet. Whether you have someone to speak to, whether you have a journal to write in. Like, get journals. I got so many, and I write in them all. Because sometimes I got stuff to say, and sometimes I don't want to say it to a person. Sometimes everybody don't need to hear everything, and everybody don't need to know everything. Because everybody can't even handle everything. That's just my opinion. You know, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. And then sometimes ask yourself this question. I believe in asking yourself the difficult questions. And sometimes it could be hurtful and it could be painful when you have to respond to it. And you'd be like, ooh, I never thought about that. But why do you struggle to do things alone? Why is it hard for you to go to the movies by yourself? People say that's the hardest thing for them to do. My favorite thing to do when I used to work at 1-800 Dentist, y'all, I used to work, I think I had the shift from like 4 to 2 or something like that. I was a supervisor. and I would leave work at 2, and I would go to that matinee over there at the Crenshaw Mall. Oh my goodness, it was nothing but older, beautiful, quiet people in the movie theater. And every time a good movie came out, that's where I would be with my cover and my snacks. I'll get some Taco Bell, and I'll sit at the top and be chilling. You hear me? Chilling right before Bible study. It never failed because I enjoyed it. I remember one time, the first time I ever went to the movies by myself, it was a nighttime movie. It was years ago. And it was very different. It was weird because I had never done it before, but I had a movie that I wanted to see, and the person that was supposed to go with me didn't go. So I was like, hey, I'm still go. I'm big on that. I'm going to still go, and I'm going to still do what I'm going to do, even if you don't show up. You hear me? So, I went to the movies, and there was people outside, and there was some guys, and I think it was some girls too. But they were like, "You're here by yourself." I'm like, "I am." And they was like, "You want to watch the movie with us?" I'm like, "No." No, I came here by myself. Like, I just wanted my peace and quiet. I just wanted my alone time. Like, in order for you to get comfortable with you, you have to be willing to spend time with just you. You have to be willing to sit and relax and have a date night with just you. You know, like, you don't really need a whole lot of people around all the time. And I'm not saying don't hang with your friends. I'm not saying don't enjoy time with your family. And I'm not saying you can't do the hiking in the coffee shop and the walks with people you love or friends. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is learn to do things for yourself by yourself. Because you're going to come across seasons and events in your life where you have no choice but to do it by yourself. And I want you to be able to confidently pursue it and conquer it by yourself. In order to do that, you have to start with the little things. You have to start now. You have to start now. Like today, I could have been so sad that my guest speaker and co-host for the day didn't show up. And I could have been like, man, forget it. I'm going to pull it, take everything down, and just put my room back together. But I said, you know what? Girl, you already set up. And you already cute. You might as well do it. So it motivated me. And it pushed me. And it drove me. And that's what brought about our talk today. Because this was not supposed to be our talk today. This was not supposed to be our talk today, y'all. It was supposed to be good and juicy. But the juiciness will come later. You hear me? Because this is food for the soul. This is food for the soul. So get fed today, okay? There's some other things I wanted to talk about. But what I want to leave you guys with is this. And you can see it how you see it or hear it how you hear it. But I want you to take this in the most positive way possible. Stop making yourself so readily available for everyone and everything before you make time for yourself. For those who believe in the Word of God and whatever God you believe in, that is your respectable decision. I am a Christian. I believe in the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. That is my foundation. You already know that. But before I started, there was a time in my life, and this is my vulnerable state right now, you guys. There was a time in my life where I made myself available to everyone. Whatever they needed, yes. Whatever they needed me to do, yes. Wherever they needed me to go, yes. I was always yes. And then life started to happen for me, you guys. And it started to get heavy. And it started to become a lot. Like when you're everything for everyone, that's a lot. At some point, you're going to need to step back and take time for you. Like, I find joy of not answering my phone. Not like that, like to avoid anyone's call. Not like that. But I realize that sometimes I could be in a season where I need quiet. I could be in a season where I just need to hear from God. When I'm trying to heal, I surround myself with healing. And most of you who've ever seen my other podcast, you probably already heard me. My other YouTube, you probably already heard me say this. I surround myself with healing things. I know how to stay on this journey of healing because I know that life is going to happen every day. And things are going to happen every day. And we grieve from people. We grieve from places. We grieve from jobs. We grieve from events. We grieve from so many things. But I don't like to put myself in the position of saying, oh, I'm grieving. No, I'm healing. I'm growing. I'm pressing. I'm thriving. I'm living. This is how I heal. I live. As long as God wakes me up with breath in my body, I'm going to live. I'm going to press. And I'm going to give it all that I got, because I don't want to slap him in the face and be like, oh, you woke me up, but I ain't going to be grateful for the day. No, thank you. Thank you for starting this day off just the way I needed you to start it off with. Now I'm going to do the rest. Thank you, God. There's mornings when I get up, I'll be like, God, it's just me and you. Like, y'all, I'll be pressed and I'll be like, okay, I said this here the other day. I said, Lord, it's me and you. It's me and you. I didn't want to get up. I wanted to lay down so bad and just go to sleep. But I knew I had business to take care of. And I didn't want to procrastinate, and I didn't want to, because you got to do what you got to do to get it done. You got to do what you got to do so it can get done, and you can get done what you need done, and you get it going, right? Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Okay. But what I'm saying is that you have to learn how to stop saying yes to everything. I read a book, and I want to tell you exactly what it is, and I think it's Michael Todd's book that I read. But I read two of his books, and I don't know. No, it wasn't Michael Todd. It was Robert Touré. I believe it was his book. It was Balance. I got the book for my birthday. A friend of mine gave it to me for my birthday. Thank you. You know who you are. And I'm big on reading. I love reading, y'all. If y'all have some good books for me to read, send it. Email me. Text me or leave a comment, because I'm gonna read it. And he talks about how expensive your yes is and how valuable your no is. And although prior to reading his book, I have already adopted these things, right? It was so much confirmation for me. It was like, whoa. So I'm on the right track. Because sometimes you feel bad. You'll feel bad for telling someone, no, I can't do that. No, I can't show up to that event. But sometimes you're not available. And I used to be so bad. I used to be so bad to where I would have like 3-4 events in one day. One day. I'll go from this event to this event to this event to this event. Just to show up, because I'm really big on supporting people. But then I realized, Sharon, there's other ways to support people. You don't always have to show up, especially when you're tired. When you're tired and your body is tired and you're mentally tired and your body is saying sit down, you better sit down. Because when you're in the hospital, these people ain't gonna come see you. I'm just kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke. But it's true too. For some. We don't know. It's for some. So what I'm telling you is that prioritize your time. Make sure if you have a good relationship with God, make sure God is your priority. Make sure you are your priority. After you and God, you can help everybody else. Whatever you got left over, you can help. But don't neglect you. Don't neglect who you are and what you need, because you are important. If you don't take nothing away from today, remember that you are important. You are significant to so many people. And if you don't take care of yourself, you can't be the best version of yourself. And oftentimes people become mean and bitter because they haven't did much for self. So they lash out and they're angry and they're projecting all this frustration and anger and tiredness on you. But if you take time for you at a more peaceful place. When I respond to people, I respond from such a happy and peaceful place. Like they probably don't even, understand it. Even if I have to tell you, no, thank you. No, thank you. I don't want to do that. No, thank you. I can't make it to that. I appreciate you, but I'm learning how valuable my yes is and how expensive my no is. And how expensive my yes is and how valuable my no is. And understand that sometimes it merits a no. It does. And sometimes you have to say no to everything and everyone else just to say yes to yourself. And that's okay. Don't feel bad about investing in yourself. Don't feel bad about putting you first. Don't feel bad about loving who you are, because you are important. Don't feel bad if you need to take a month away from the world just to get yourself together. Don't feel bad. Why feel bad? Because guess what? When you come out of this thing, you're going to be better. You're going to be so much better and smarter and wiser and stronger and bolder. And the people you come encounter with is going to benefit from how great you are and the place you are in. Like, they're going to benefit. Do you understand how much you can benefit from having a friend that is whole and healed? You know how much you can benefit from having a spouse that is whole and healed. You deserve to be whole and healed, and you deserve to be whole and healed with someone else. You deserve that. You deserve it. And I mean that with everything in me. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. Tell yourself, say, I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Homework for today, or whenever you see this. Write a letter to yourself. Write a nice letter. It don't have to be a long letter. It could be a short little letter. But write a letter to yourself. Tell yourself how much you love you. Tell yourself how important you are. Send some words of encouragement. Just send an email to yourself, to your work email. Email yourself right now to your work email. So when you get to work, on whatever day you see this, you read that email. You be like, you know what? I am beautiful. I do believe in myself. I am going to get that promotion. I am going to get that loan. I am going to get that house. I am going to get that apartment. I am going to buy that land. Whatever you want. Speak that thing into the atmosphere. Write that thing into the atmosphere. You hear me? Write it. Speak it. Shout it. Because you deserve everything your heart desires. Everything, and nothing is too big for you to go and grab it. But you have to learn to put you first. And when you learn to put you first, everything else will follow. Now, granted, me putting myself first don't make me selfish, because I do a lot for a lot of other people. I love a lot of other people. When I pray, and y'all should be happy that I be saying no a lot of times, because that gives me time enough to sit in prayer. And when I pray, I call my friends and family out by name. And sometimes that can be very lengthy, but it's okay, because they're worth the tarrying. They're worth the wait. They're worth me sitting there and communing with God. Because when I go into worship with God, trust me, I don't go in there just for myself. I go in there lifting up everyone that is connected to me. Because like I always say, I don't like winning unless those around me is winning too. Everyone connected to me gonna win. I want to see everybody come up. You hear me? I'm that friend that's going to support you, motivate you, and push you. I am your best friend. My best friend ain't going to like that though. Sorry, Buddha. But I am. I kid you not, I am. Because we all need someone that's going to believe in us, that's going to push us, that's going to motivate us. You got this. You hear me? I want to hear about y'all taking yourself out this week too. Write it in an email. Even if you go to Starbucks and sit there and have a drink by yourself, do it. If you go to happy hour and you write in your journal, do it. Tell me about it. Because what are you doing for self-care this week? What are you doing for self-love this week? What are you doing to just really invest in you this week, to make your heart better, to make your mind better? Did you go to therapy this week? Go. Because therapy is good for the soul. It is so good. I don't knock anybody for what you do and how you choose to do it. Do what works for you. You hear me? Do what works for you. Because I'm going to do what works for me. And I can only show you, and I can tell you, but I can show you better than I can tell you. You hear me? It's working. It's working. It's working. So please let me know what you did this week for self-care, self-love. Let me know what you did to invest in yourself. Let me know what you did to make yourself feel good today. Even if you sat and had a glass of wine, you made you dinner, and you sat at the bar at your house, and you sat there and you ate and you enjoyed it, or you had some nice music playing, you sat in the tub, with your wine and your music, because ain't nothing like sitting in your tub with some wine and some music, baby. It is the best. If you got a tub, take a bath. Because I miss my tub so much. But it's okay, because my new tub is coming. Speak that into existence. My new tub is coming. Anywho, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I've had such an awesome time speaking to you guys. I cannot wait to talk to you next week. Let me tell you, and I know I put a lot of things for y'all to comment on, so make sure y'all comment on it. But y'all, I got some good stuff for us to talk about, and I kind of want to ask y'all these questions, but I don't know where we gonna go next week. Oh, they say take care of yourself even in the smallest ways. I'm telling you, I be on something. I don't even be knowing, but I be on all kind of stuff. Take good care of yourself. What's a good question for next week? Let's think about it. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna think of the question. I'm gonna post it with the video, and then y'all go from there. Okay? Leave it in the comments. However, I thank you so much for tuning in. I thank you in advance for telling a friend and telling that friend to tell a friend and inviting all your family in. Tap in. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. All in underscore no limits podcast, where you're gonna find me every week, Sharon Yvonne, giving you love, giving you life, giving you hope, giving you joy. You hear me? I'm giving all that I have. I'm giving it. Y'all, I'm giving it. I'm giving it freely. I'm giving it. I love you guys. Thank you again so much. Also, don't forget to follow me on all the other social media platforms. Facebook is all in slash no limits. Um, Instagram, same thing, all in underscore no limits. Everything is all in no underscore no limits podcast. Follow, follow, follow. Tell a friend. There should be a link attached somewhere on all of these social medias. It's a little tricky, but I'm learning it. Y'all, I'm working through the kinks. Bear with me. And if you want to just repost, repost. If you want to send it to a friend, send it to a friend. We're going worldwide. You hear me? We not stopping until everybody hear us, okay? I love you guys. Mwah. Have a great evening. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. Have a great month. Have a great year. But I'll be back. I always come back. I'll be back next week. I love you. Bye.